Kenner proudly presents Star Wars Electronic Battle Command, the computerized space battle game.
Enemy scan on.
I see you. Battle stations.
Red alert!
Star Wars Electronic Battle Command has computer scanners, force units, invisible shields.
Fire!
3 levels of play, basic, intermediate, and advanced.
My TIE fighter's hit.
Hey, Dad, let's play the basic game. You always get carried away.
Star Wars Electronic Battle Command from Kenner.
Okay, so that was the Star Wars Electronic Computer Command. Interesting. Very simple looking concept, and obviously the thing that was meant to make it look kind of cool was the father getting the stormtrooper helmet and all that. But just in general, I'm not exactly sure if I really understood the overall game itself. I mean, I get that the whole entire concept was like to destroy the enemies and all that, and you know, there's different levels of difficulty, which is nice. But at the same time, I'm not really sure if I understood. Like at first, I was thinking this kind of looked like Battleship, but then when I was hearing what they were saying and what they were showing and all that, I started thinking less and less like it was Battleship and more like it was something kind of like Battleship, but something else. Like I really kind of I couldn't understand it. I just started losing track of what they were trying to explain, and I was like, this isn't Battleship, but I don't know what this is. I'm like, I was very confused, believe me. I'm like, what is this? I don't understand this. I'm sure it's like simple, it's just that from what I could tell, I had I lost track really fast as to what they were saying, what the concept was, but I mean, like, when I get the concept, but like, what was the goal? Like, I really didn't understand that, but it was fine. So let's keep going.
It's the Star Wars Electronic Laser Battle Game. Battery not included.
It's set to sonic speed 3.
Ready? Go! You can play it alone or with a friend. If you hit your buttons first, you move yourself forward, or your opponent backward. But if you jump the signal, it's a flash ahead for the other guy. First to light up Death Star wins.
Yay! I win!
The Star Wars Electronic Laser Battle Game. It's a game with lights and sounds, new from Kenner's Star Wars collection.
So that was the Star Wars Electronic Laser Battle Game. Interesting concept. I actually like that concept a lot. You know, the whole entire idea of like you're an X-wing on both sides, and the idea is to like, you know, shoot up the Death Star. You know, that's a really smart and yet like super simple concept that's done really, really well. And I actually think that they did that pretty solidly. And just in general, I like that commercial. Like, that's a cool commercial. And just in general, a nice toy and just a simple toy, and one that like I understood that immediately. Like, you know, about like, oh, you want to be the first to shoot it, and if you shoot it first, then they move back farther, and if they shoot it first, then you move back farther. Like that whole entire like struggle until someone gets it. Like, that's smart. I actually like that a lot. Yeah, obviously these past 3 commercials have all been games rather than action figures, and I actually do appreciate the fact that the commercials that I have been able to find weren't just action figures. I actually like the fact that there is that combination, and not to mention this isn't just like, you know, video game like games. These are like actual games that you would play with a friend that are like more tabletop, which is kind of cool. So I like that. I like the fact that there is that combination. And think about it this way: this was the 70s, and this was before a lot of the video games really became a bigger deal. So you're not going to see any of the NES games necessarily yet on these videos. Soon, though, that might be in the Empire Strikes Back commercial reactions, but not yet. So let's keep going, guys.
Oh boy! I've reached Millennium Falcon. The Force is with you.
You too can play the space fantasy Star Wars game, Escape from Death Star. Be the first to help Luke and Leia, Han Solo, and Chewbacca escape from the garbage dump and reach the safe Rebel base. The Force can also be against you.
Back to the trash compactor.
You spin to get past TIE fighters.
I win! All right!
Escape from Death Star. It comes complete with everything you see here. New from Kenner, from the Star Wars collection.
So in this case, that was a board game Escape from the Death Star. Interesting one. Obviously, this is supposed to take place from the moment they get to the Death Star to the time that they get off the Death Star. Interesting board game, and it has the cards. It has that whole entire concept of you're playing against opponents. There's obstacles in your way, and there's things that can hold you back and make you struggle, but at the same time there are things that can make your odds better. There's a lot of visual aspects to it too, and just in general it seems like a pretty simple looking game. I'm not really sure how successful the actual board game was in regard to sales, but it's a simple enough looking game that I'm sure it did okay. At least, I mean, Star Wars was pretty popular back then. It still is popular today, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did okay, if not really well. So let's keep going.
I'm Darth Vader. I'll beat you to the finish. I've got Luke, R2-D2, Chewbacca, and all the good guys. I've got the Force. I've got the Force.
It's the blazing power of the new Star Wars SSP van set with features like headers, mag wheels, custom grills, and space-age graphics.
Yeah! The good guys finish first. Till next time.
The Star Wars SSP van set by Kenner comes with everything here. Each van also sold separately.
So that was the Star Wars SSP van set. Interesting, it had Darth Vader, and then on the other one it had Luke, I'm guessing. Those were just simple vans that just had some paint done on them that basically showed the faces of Darth Vader and Luke, which, makes sense because a lot of toys eventually just became, at one point or another, just let's take a simple toy and let's just add like a coat of paint on it and say, oh, it's based off of this because we can. That was another element of toys back then, and even today, definitely. Just putting on a little bit of paint, even though it might be something so simple that could have just been any van. Seriously, that could have just been any van had it not been for that bit of paint. I'm not even joking. I'm sure, because prior to them painting it on, it was just a van. So simple looking. I don't really know if there was a motor in those vans, or if it was something that you yourself would have to roll around, and they were just showing clips of someone just of it being pushed without the hands being there or something like that. But simple enough looking toy. So yeah, let's keep going, guys.
King presents 4 bright, colorful Star Wars glasses. Hey, it's Luke Skywalker.
And the Crimson King! Wow! Get your kids a different Star Wars glass each week. Buy a regular serving of Coke for 59 cents plus tax. Get Chewbacca. Get Darth Vader. R2-D2 and C-3PO.
We can get all 4.
Star Wars glasses at Burger King until February 2nd.
So that was the last commercial that I was able to find for Star Wars A New Hope Episode 4. It was a good commercial. That one, had the 4 cups, one for C-3PO, one for Chewbacca, one for Luke, and one for Darth Vader. Simple commercial. You may notice when you listen to it, the sound isn't ideal. That's because I don't know what's wrong, but for some reason the commercial sounds terrible. The sound quality on it. That's not me. That's the original commercial. For some weird reason, the way that they did it sounded awful. Don't know why. Not the best thing ever. But it was a Burger King commercial, and obviously, again, like that previous one, which was one advertising those vans, just could have easily just been vans. That could have just been a car commercial, like a toy car commercial. Same idea here. Those could have just been regular cups until they put on that coat of paint or plastic or whatever they used, or like a sticker to put on to have those character faces on them. Because otherwise, would have just been a cup. Would have just been a van. Same idea. So I guess that's about it. If you guys find anything Star Wars A New Hope related in regard to commercials, send it my way. If there's anything that I may have missed, send it my way. Anything I may have forgotten or didn't talk about, tell me about it, guys. I would love to know. But I guess other than that, we're going to move on next time. And we're going to start doing Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. So anyway, guys, bye.